Hello everybody, how's everything with you? I'm back with another interesting grammar lesson. In today's episode, I want to talk about conditional sentences. What is a conditional sentence? Say a conditional sentence is a complex sentence consisting of two parts. A dependent clause, which is the condition, and an independent clause, which is the result of the condition. The condition part is usually introduced by if, unless, when, whenever, as soon as, and different words. But the most common ones are if and unless. We have different types of conditional sentences. Have you heard anything about conditional type 0 or zero conditional sentence? Well, a zero conditional sentence expresses facts, habits. So in both parts, in the condition part and in the main part, we have simple present tense. If you heat water, it boils. So fact, isn't it? Whenever she gets up early in the morning, she's very grouchy. See, in both parts we have simple present tense, habits. Conditional type 1 expresses a reality in the future. It refers to the future. So in the if part we have simple present tense, and in the main part we have simple future tense. For example, say, if you try harder, you will be successful. Really, it will happen. Or at least it might happen. Okay? If she goes on a diet, she will lose weight. And so will, you can use must, you can use should, you can use can, but not in this sentence, okay? It depends on the meaning you're expressing. For example, if you want to pass the exam, you should study. You must study. You may study harder. See, different kinds of modal auxiliaries expressing different kinds of meanings. I explained that before. Conditional type 2 refers to the present, but it's unreal. So we use conditional type 2 to express imaginary, impossible, unreal situations. For example, say, if I had a lot of money, I could travel around the world. Answer my question. Can I travel around the world? Say, of course not. Why not? Because I don't have enough money. If I had, I could. You understand? It's that easy. If I were an astronaut, I could travel to space. If I were a bird, I could fly. If I were rich, I could help the poor. See, in conditional type 2, when we are using a to be verb, don't forget, with all subjects, in formal situations we use were, not was. But was is okay in informal style. For example, say, if I was free, I would go swimming. Formal, say, if I were free, I would go swimming. Conditional type 3 is again about unreality. It's about the past. It is not about present. It's about the past. Usually we express our regrets with that conditional. So in conditional type 3, we have past perfect in the condition part, and in the main part we have would, could, might, plus a perfect infinitive. Example. You see, yesterday I had a terrible accident. It was my fault because I didn't drive carefully. I was in a rush. Now I'm sorry, I say, if I had driven more carefully, I wouldn't have had a terrible accident. It's a useless regret. I cannot change the situation because it happened and it affected my life. See, always regretting about the past is useless. So that's why I say useless regrets. And they can have a destructive effect on our behavior and on our mentality. So let's not think about our regrets. Another example, if I had studied more, I could have gotten a better grade. See, conditional type 3. Now, another type of conditional is mixed conditional sentences or switch conditional sentence. A switch or a mixed conditional sentence consists of both conditional type 2 and conditional type 3. One half is conditional type 2, one half is conditional type 3, or the reverse. The first half is conditional type 3, then conditional type 2. Example. Say, for example, you see, if he had saved his money when he was younger, he could have a better life now. Question. Does he have a good life now? Say, no. Why not? Because when he was younger, he didn't save his money. So if he had saved his money when he was younger, he could have a better life now. See? It's a mixed conditional. Another example. See, she went to the party last night, and when she came home, she was really sorry that she went there. See? Because it wasn't okay, it wasn't enjoyable, and it was so boring. And I tell her, if I were you, I wouldn't have gone to that party. See, the first one is conditional type 2. The second part is a part of conditional type 3. This is all about, not all about actually, something about conditional sentences, but let's just have an example with unless. What is unless? Unless means if not. For example, you can't pass the exam if you don't study enough. If don't. Now, I want to just omit them and I use unless. Say, you can't pass the exam unless you study enough. Do you understand it? It's that simple. So, unless equals if not. Don't forget, you can always start a sentence with different parts. That's okay in conditional sentences. For example, I can lose weight if I go on a diet. Or if I go on a diet, comma, I can lose weight. No difference. See? Practice. Practice makes perfect. And conditional sentences are quite common in everyday situations. In case you have problems, don't hesitate to contact me. Good luck with your English grammar lessons, and goodbye.